Hey all, and this is another one of my 12 item challenge levels. This level is called Crimson Vengeance. The reason this level is called that, well, most of the level is made out of red on-off blocks. This is also named after a card in another game. So the idea behind the level is you're meant to reach the end without hitting any of the on-off switches. That might sound simple, however, it's not. Let's have a look. So this is what it looks like. That kind of looks like a skull face to a certain extent. There's a reset door there for the snake blocks. If you hit one of those on-off switches, everything changes and you pretty much guaranteed to die. So when you reach this point, you've effectively beaten the level. The 1-up mushrooms are there just as a bonus. Then the final part, nice and easy. And there's the end. Now I have covered the ending with on-off blocks that are off. This is to prevent cheese. However, there may still be some cheese in the level. We will talk more about that later. Now let's play the level from the start. This is not an easy stage, so you have the horror effect. If you hit an on-off switch, then everything turns to that. You get that weird dark effect and then you die. In some of the places you get stuck and then something else happens. Let me show you. So you hit that, you get stuck, the thwomps come down and then you die like that. So I think I've designed it so you die if you pretty much hit any of the on-off switches. So you've got to be really, really careful. Not an easy stage. So this part here, I'll just show you what the door does. If you mess up like that, you can go in the door and then it resets it like this. So you do have to be careful, just don't jump. Best advice you'll ever get. So it starts to get hard from around here, the jumps get quite precise. Be careful of the P-switches, they do not help you. So I've done something like that and then careful jumping here, very careful jumping. Easier if you don't run actually, just press the button really gently. Beware of the P-switches. So this part here, small jumping again, be really careful. And there we go, I did it first try. So when you get to here, the music changes. And you have these 1-up mushrooms that sort of fly around. I wanted some sort of bonus at the end of this stage. As it is quite a tough stage, if I'm being honest. Then you can go and finish the stage like so. There we go. So I didn't make it look that difficult. However, I would say it's harder than I made it look. If you are not that good at precision jumping, then you may have problems with this. So let's go ahead and upload the stage, and then I'll show you what the possible cheese is. Well, here it is, Crimson Vengeance. Do not hit the on-off switches or feel the wrath of Crimson Vengeance. I've maybe over-dramatised it a little bit with that description, but let's go ahead and try and upload this. No checkpoint was in this item set, so I need to beat the whole thing in one go and only beat it once. So let's be really, really careful and make sure I don't hit any of the on-off switches. Oh, those P-switches can be a bit annoying. This is going to be a really difficult one to speedrun. That P-switch, oh no. No, I'm okay, I'm okay. So there we go, I've beaten it first try. I'm pretty happy with that actually. I thought that might cause me more problems than it has done. So there we go. Let's go and upload this bad boy. See if anyone else can actually beat it. There we go. Description there. Now what shall I give it as a tag? I think technical and... Ooh, what shall I choose? Well, this is definitely a single player stage. There's no way you're going to get through this easily in multiplayer. It would be an absolute nightmare. So there we go, that's the stage. G80XDYBG. So now let's move on to the cheese. I think I have made this cheese proof, but there are ways you can possibly still cheese it. I will show you the basic method and show you what I've done to try and prevent it. Alright, so we're back at the start of the stage. This is how you cheese it. You can actually hit the on-off switch at the start and then go back to the starting platform. Now, how does this help you? You might be wondering. Well, you can actually jump like this and then get on top of the cannons. You do have to be a bit careful though. This is what happens if you jump across. The thwomp moves and then does that. Yeah. Now if you're stuck at the top of the screen, you cannot complete the level while it's red. So you might be wondering if you can reach the end of the level while it's blue, and you can actually. It's not easy to do, but you can do it. So yeah, you can't do it while it's red. Let's go back to the start. It's a bit of careful jumping here. We get back up to the top. There we go. So the way to sort of cheese it is to jump across on the bullet bill instead of touch the thwomp. You need to wait for one to fire out. Not easy to get one to fire out. There we go. Then jump across, something like that, and then land here. Then from here, just be really, really careful. A lot of the thwomps don't actually drop down. They're just there to troll you. To a certain extent, anyway. So there we go. Then you can jump across to here and then pretend you've beaten the level. The stage does look rather weird like this, though. And as I've already mentioned, I have blocked off the goal. So what I'm going to do now is try and find an on-off switch that I can hit to turn the level back to normal. And I think I've pretty much covered every single one, so you can't actually hit any of them. Except for these ones here. But the catch is now I'm stuck up the top, so if you can find an on-off switch to change it back and stay near the bottom of the stage, you may well be able to cheese my level. Anyway, that's how to cheese it. Give that a go if you want to do so. Let's try and speedrun the level and see what sort of time I can actually get at this. Alright, and that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this level. This is quite a tricky one. This is one for those who are good at long jumping or doing very small jumps, so you don't hit the on-off switches. Possibly made the level a bit too difficult. 5 people played it and none of them were able to complete it, but they were random players, and if I'm being honest, most random players are not that good at the game. Anyway, the ID is in the description as well if you do want to play this. Also, feel free to check out some of my other videos. They are on the screen right now. Subscribing to the channel is always appreciated if you've not already done that. Thank you to those that have already subscribed. And thanks for watching.